Hello guys, so today I want us to learn about travel planning, which is a very important task that virtual assistants are doing outside there. So in this class, I'm going to share with you first the requirements. What do you need to know? How do you need to prepare before you even start planning? Then we look at some of the areas, the key areas of planning that you'll be involved in if you are doing the work of travel planning. Then lastly, we'll cover the tools that you can use, or the tools that virtual assistants are using to do travel planning. So the first thing is preparation. Now, the general rule before you even start doing travel planning is that you have to meet with your client. That is, if it is a CEO, if it's a founder, if it's an executive of a company, you have to conduct a meeting with them. The importance of this initial meeting is to understand what their needs are. So you can have a meeting once they've told you that they want you to prepare or plan their travel. You have to conduct an online meeting. Nowadays, we have so many tools. You can organize a meeting on Google Meet. You can do a meeting on not YouTube, Zoom. You can do a meeting on Skype. So the purpose of this meeting is to help you understand the client. You cannot do travel planning if you don't understand your client. So in this initial meeting, what are some of the things that you are going to find out from the client? So the first thing you'll find out is their purpose of travel. You want to know, are they traveling for business? For example, are they traveling to go and do deals? Are they traveling for maybe education, if it's something like a conference? Or are they traveling for leisure? So you need to know the purpose why they are traveling so that you can help them to plan accordingly. So apart from purpose, you need to know what are their preferences or what are their needs first. Okay, if it's traveling from one country to another, maybe they are traveling from Britain to Kenya, you want to understand what is their preferred flight or air company. Do they prefer Kenya Airways or do they prefer Emirates? And do they use economy class or business class? So you need to know that information. And when you conduct a meeting with these clients, you need to ask them what was which flight did they use in the past? Which airline did they use in their past travel? So when they tell you those details, you should be writing down. Take note of every details that they are telling you. When it comes to hotels, not even before we go to hotels, do you know that flights usually have points? When you book a flight, let's say with Kenya Airways or Emirates, they give you points and they give discounts. So you need to find out that information so that you can help them to get those discounts and not miss out on those discounts. When it comes to hotels or car rentals, your customers have preferences. We have customers who prefer the small cars, the sedans. We have the clients who prefer only, you see, the SUVs. So you should find out what is their preferred transport or car transport. Then when it comes to restaurants, you need to know which one is their preferred food. Do they prefer beef stick or do they prefer chicken? Do you know we have some people who don't eat beef and others don't eat fish? So you need to find out what is their preferred food. Do they have allergies? Are they allergic to some types of food? So you should be taking down those details. Take as much details as possible when you have a meeting with your client. You'll be assessing their needs. So my emphasis is get all the details, and it is only you who is meeting that person that will be able to ask as many questions as possible so that you can get to know or understand what they want or what they don't want. So now that you've understood, I'll briefly go through the things that you'll be planning for. Number one, you'll be planning for transport. Transport starts from the place where the client is currently living to the airport if they are traveling internationally. So transport will be airline and car rentals. You can also include train or taxi or Uber or hotel shuttles. Another thing you'll be planning is accommodation. Where will they stay for each night they are traveling? Okay, where will they be staying? That's a very important thing that you have to note. Then there is something very important called itinerary. Itinerary simply means the summary of the key dates and times for transport, accommodation, events, and meeting requirements. This needs to be as much detail as possible. Then we have, you'll be planning for entry and exit requirements. For you to enter any country, if it's a US national and is entering Britain, they have to have the entry or meet the entry and exit requirements. What are the health protocols? For instance, during the COVID-19, you have to get clearance from the health departments. What are the transit allowances? Now, when it comes to immigration, what are their visa or passport requirements? Is their passport up to date or it has expired? So all those visa and passport requirements, you are the one who is going to take care of them. Then we have what you call preliminary information. It is very important that you understand what makes you and the client the best fit. I mean the best fit to do the travel planning and make sure that you make it a pleasant travel for your customer. So we are going to briefly look at the important pieces of information I've already mentioned. The client or manager information you should have before you even start planning. Ensure that you have the following information and you have researched the booking travel. So number one, passport details for each travel person or traveler. Remember, the client might not be traveling alone. Maybe they are traveling with their girlfriend. Maybe they are traveling with their wife. Maybe they are traveling with their kids. So you need to have the details of each of the traveler. Then a copy of the visa should be already at hand. This one is needed to book flight to certain destinations. For example, if you want to travel to the United States, you must have a copy of the passport, and the biodata pages is very important to be captured. Copy of not a copy, I already talked about that. Then default departure airport. From which airport are they going to depart? If it's someone from Kenya, are they going to depart from Jomo Kenyatta International Airport, or are they going to depart from Moi International Airport or Wilson Airport? You should have that information. What is their preferred airlines, class, and seating row? Where do they prefer sitting? Do they prefer sitting in the next to the window or in the middle? Okay. Do they prefer sitting the right side or the left side? Then you should also have general accommodation information. I've talked about preferences. Then lastly, have information about their health status or dietary information, which can impact on their travel. Okay. So I want to give you some of the tips that you can use in travel planning. Number one, focus on details. Attention to detail is crucial. The small details that I've talked about, they matter a lot. Have a handbook with you. A handbook that will help you manage the travel documents and preferences. You should also have information about their preferred airline, route, travel times, etc. Then the most important thing is that you know the time zones. You should know that the travel zones affect travel time. You should know how long the journey will be taking. If it's from Kenya to the US or from Britain to America, you should be knowing how long the journey will last, because time zone differences can make a trip to look shorter or longer when in real essence it's not the case. So when it's almost the time to travel, ensure that you have consolidated all the information, all the important details your manager needs into a single copy. Something presentable, something easy to read, something they can easily access, like a very brief PowerPoint presentation or a brief PDF document. So each trip, you must find out the purpose of travel, the departure address, the destination city, the destination meeting address, the trip type, the departure dates, the return dates, okay, the trip type. I think those are the important things, and you should confirm with the client anything that is expected during the trip. So briefly, we will be looking at flights, car rentals, restaurants, hotel, and activities. I want to show you the tools that you can use for flights, car rentals. So I will demonstrate to you how you can use a tool for doing flight research and car rentals. Then I will just mention restaurants, hotels, and activities, so that you can maybe take your time and explore the tools I will be mentioning. So I think I will go to the, let me switch to. So the first tool that I want to show you is called Kayak. And let me take you to a presentation. I want to share. Let me first open the tool called Kayak. So we are on the Kayak 2. So you click on flight research, the first link. So I'm going to use a hypothetical client. Let's say the client is a US national, and they are traveling from a city called Los Angeles. So they are traveling to another country called United Kingdom, and they want to go to a conference in London, United Kingdom. Now the date of their travel, let's hypothetically say from the conference will start from 10th November, so they need to arrive on 9th. So they arrive on 9th, and the conference will end on Friday, so maybe they can travel on Saturday. So this is a 1 week travel. So the first thing, we want to find what are the available flights. So you specify the number of adults, maybe it's one person, it's just a guy traveling alone. Maybe for economy, they prefer economy class. Okay, so you hit search. Oh, we want to see what details are we going to get, and this tool is going to give you a lot of information, starting from the cheapest to the expensive flights. They will give information about the airport, so it's still searching. There we go. So the first flight they give you is Air France. The total cost will be $1,104 for a return ticket. This is a non-stop flight. You can see from these details. The time of departure is 4:35 p.m. The arrival is 10:55 p.m. So that is the first option, Air France. We have a cheaper flight. It is called Aer Lingus. I don't know how it is pronounced. This one will cost $632. So you can even see the site will give you these packages. You have one deal, you have 6 deals of this amount. Then we have, yes.
Sorry, I can't seem to see your screen. Naona tu hapo Saudi privacy matters.
Saudi?
Saudi, your privacy matters. Hapo decline, yes, I accept.
Okay, let me see. Yeah, so I think that's a problem with the site. Maybe they don't allow sharing of this information. But the point was you understand the tool. I think the issue of privacy is what they are trying to prevent. Yeah, but if you go to the site itself, Kayak, you should be able to see the details I'm talking about. You can try and do any hypothetical search like I've done, and you'll be able to get those details. Let's see another one. Maybe let me try and okay, are you able to see that?
Yes, that is visible.
Yes. So I was saying that they give you, when you do your search, they will give you the deals that they've come across. So for example, the deal, if your client can want something cheap, they can get a cheap flight with as much as little as $632. And we have like 15 deals of similar amounts. So all this information, you will get information. You can even sort from the best or from the cheapest. You can sort from the quickest flight. You can sort from the easiest takeoff. So let's try and sort from the cheapest. Click on done. So you'll see it will organize the flight starting from the cheapest like this. So you can maybe later on take your time, explore the site, try out different countries, and I know you'll learn a lot. It's not something difficult to master, but once you understood the basics, you should be able to perform this role. Then number two, you can also do what we call booking for a car rental. When your guest arrives in London, I'm just giving an example. They will want to be transferred from the airport to the hotel or bed and breakfast, or they would want to be transferred to a restaurant so that they can go and eat. So a car rental will help them will help to facilitate that transport, and you can do that still on the same platform, that is Kayak. So let's go to Kayak. Let's try another one. I want to try Kayak car rental. So I'm taking you to the interface where you can do research and find a car rental. So when you are here on Kayak car rental, you can find the available cars. Let's say your client only wants or they will be arriving on 9th at noon. So and they prefer using only SUVs. So you check that box, then you search.